It seems like there's a kind of moral element in prioritizing wisdom that alleviates suffering. And I'm curious whether you've seen that element, sort of, compassionate virtue around the alleviation of suffering growing over the course of your life. Does it predominate now more than it used to, or has it been pretty constant the whole time?
Oh, over my lifetime?
Yeah, over your lifetime. Does it stand out to you
No,
more as a necessary orientation?
no,
No.
no, but it never has. See, I don't, I'm not moralistic in that sense. I'm not saying I don't know what morals are, et cetera, or their use and function, right? But this is not about morality. So I don't give a damn about people's morality in this case. All right. It's just what you do. Whether you find that good or bad, I don't give a shit. Okay. See, it's not about that. And people are so focused, and this is one of the probably uh, problems, yeah, is that people are so focused or overwhelmingly focused on what can serve me and how do I get better. And, right? I mean, come on. It's like this is like self-evident for people, right? It's like, how to I achieve something, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, good. Or I'm sorry, I'm probably going too far here.
That's
Okay.
okay. And maybe moral wasn't quite the right word because it's loaded in a certain way with people's belief systems and social values and things like that. But I'm curious about uh, why do you care that other people have the opportunity to suffer less?
I don't.
Hmm. Okay.
Uh, you know, okay, that's one answer. All right. I don't, and it doesn't really make any difference to me. It makes a difference to them, and me not suffering makes a difference to me, right? To my experience. Um, but let me. I was working with my apprentices a few years ago, a group of apprentices, and when I work with people, I will discover things that, well, I'll discover things. Okay. Like, oh my God, you think this way. I mean, generally speaking, all of you are stuck in this reality. I did not know that, or something like that. Right. Well, one of the things that came up was the suffering thing. See, and it came sort of indirectly. And as watching how they were creating suffering in different ways, and just to make a long story short, said, this is unnecessary. You know, you don't have to do that. You get that you're doing it, and they didn't say, okay. So then, boom, we start working on that until I move this whole reality from one place to another so they could get, oh, yeah, this is something I'm doing, and then stop doing it. And I saw, well, that benefited them, and in more ways than just ending the suffering. So it's like coming to grips with your own mind and what you're doing and that you're doing it and becoming conscious of what you're doing. And most people are extremely unconscious of what they're doing. I mean, even conscious people, what I'm saying? People who, spiritual people, right? People who contemplate, meditate, people who believe in all sorts of spiritual, wonderful things, still incredibly unconscious of what they're actually doing. See, and they've just replaced becoming conscious with a belief system that feels good. Okay, so fine. Yeah, they got a nice belief system, feels good, great. Um, see, but they still don't know what they're doing. So, and when I'm writing a book called "Whereof One Cannot Speak."
Hmm.
Actually, I've written it, but I'm still
Is that
polishing.
from Wittgenstein?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, from Nixon, yes. In any case, I mean, the book isn't from him. The title is, and I thought it was a great title. So anyway, whereof one cannot speak, and in this book, out of the work I was doing with them, etc., I had this whole suffering thing, right? And like, why? Why does it occur? What's going on? What are the distinctions you need to make so that it doesn't go on? See, and primarily, what are the distinctions you need to make in your own mind that you have to become conscious of that you're doing so you can stop doing it? See, and you see again the ramifications of that are far more than just whether or not you end little suffering here or there, which is great. Sure, who needs the suffering, right? See, but it puts you in a different position, a much more source position in relationship to what you're doing, your own mind, etc. Right? So in any case, this was in there, and it was getting incredibly long. In any case, so I pulled it out, and I thought, the people that are going to read "Whereof One Cannot Speak" are going to be a few, very few people. I know that. It's a niche world, that I cater to. Right. So I don't want it stuck. I want this that could actually help people. Not that that's my mission. Okay. Now, I mean, if that were my mission, I'd be out there selling it and, with the snake oil. You know what I'm saying? See, but I don't do that. I have a lot of people who think I should, but I don't do that. All right. See, I work on telling the truth, period. I don't care if it sells or not. In any case, but I did see, because, I mean, I'm a human. I love humans. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why. It's just a flaw. I don't know. See, it's like, yeah. Come on, guys. Here, look, here. This is great for me. Have some. So I took that book out and made it its own book, so that people who wouldn't normally be involved in my work could benefit from it, hopefully, and we'll see. So anyway, that's how that book came to pass.
Thanks for watching. If you find value in the work we're doing here and want to get involved, I have some invitations for you. Join the newsletter and get real insights and weekly facilitation. Check out the school community, the Consciousness Path, and engage with others who are doing this work and access free course material. And if you're serious and want to have major insights and breakthroughs for yourself, you're invited to join a workshop. They're more powerful than you think. Links for all this can be found in the description below. Ciao for now.